Entonces, ya lo necesito. ¿Ya se lo mandaste lo del link?
Se había conectado Sofía, pero se ha conectado.
Hi, Mateo.
No te escucho.
No. Hello, Mateo.
Hi.
Hi, Valentina. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Sophie. Let's see if Vandana is here. How did you spend Easter? Did you have any Easter egg or none?
Yes.
Oh, how lucky of you. Do you know anything about Aldana?
No sabía si iba a poder estar, pero nada, creo que no va a poder.
Okay. Well, a ver si pongo a grabar. Wait a second. Chacho, ¿pusiste a grabar la clase? Poner por respaldo a Aldana en la situación. ¿Sí? Okay. Well, yes, I will go. Okay, well, let's look, we're going to start with the book today. You had to finish units 8 and 9 from last year. So, here's the beginning of unit 8A. Look at the headline and, well, let's see what you think this is going to be about.
A singer.
About a singer. Good. And what do you think this means? Too much, too young? What are they speaking about? What can you imagine? Too much what?
Age.
Age?
Yeah.
Can you explain a bit more? Too young for what? To do what? Or
Too young to be a singer.
Too young to be a singer, okay. And what does that mean, or what does that imply?
That you can't be a singer if you are so young.
If you are so young, okay. Why not?
Because you can be, you can feel confused about your future and you don't know what are you doing and what are you going to be in the future.
What you are doing and what you are going to be in the future. Okay. Well, let's read the text. So read this and this. ready with this part, with the text?
Yes.
Okay. Well, why does he say that he feels lonely?
Because he's very famous and he's alone now, and he missed the school
He misses school. And why do you think that he's alone?
because he moved away.
Right. Okay. Do you know the difference between alone and lonely? No? Well, you are alone when there is no other person with you. For example, now I am alone in the living room. Are you alone in your bedroom, Victoria, or is there any other? You are alone. But lonely is something that we feel. It is not something, let's say, it's a feeling. Perhaps you are in a party with lots of people, but you feel lonely because you don't know anybody or because you don't like anybody. So you feel lonely, but perhaps there are a lot of people around. Yes, so it's a feeling that you have. And he probably isn't alone because he has a lot of people around him, but he feels lonely. When do you feel lonely? Do you ever feel lonely, or have you ever felt lonely?
Mm,
Can you remember one day or one time when you felt lonely? Let's see, Sophie, do you remember any time when you felt lonely? Ajá. Sophie, ¿puedes conectarte tu micrófono? Porque no te lo puedo activar yo. Do you remember any time when you felt lonely?
When I'm with people that I don't know, maybe.
For example, when or where?
Sometimes in parties that there are a lot of people that I don't know.
Okay. And you, Mateo?
Sometimes when I'm with people that is younger or older.
Okay, yes, that's true. Remember that people goes with plural. People who are younger or old. Very good. And you, Valentina?
maybe in a new group of friends, I feel lonely. I don't know.
Okay. And you, Victoria?
When I'm in school and my best friend isn't there.
Aha. Okay, fine. Well, and the same happens to him. Let's think or try to imagine the pros, that is the positive things, and the cons or negative things of being successful as he is, as Gary Williams is. What do you think are the negative points, that is the cons and the pros? Let's concentrate on the pros first, the positive things of being successful when you are so young. Can you think of any positive thing of being successful?
That you can have a lot of money.
Okay. Any other? Anything else apart from having a lot of money? No?
Mm,
Perhaps some people need to be popular or need to be recognized by the others. I remember, for instance, one of my nieces, when she was very young, she loved singing. She still loves singing, but she loved singing in public. But not when there were 10 or 20 people. She loved singing when there were, I don't know, 50 or 60 people or 100 people. So she needed or she enjoyed singing in public. So I don't know, popularity, or I don't know what to call it. Maybe that could be, well, if you like that, that could be a pro. Okay, let's concentrate on the negative aspects. Can you think of any cons of being successful so young?
That you can enjoy your teenage or your childhood.
Mm-hmm. Yes. For example, what can't you enjoy?
Having a lot of friends.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Well, now I would like you to read this part where we have different opinions. How would you feel if you were in Gary's situation? Would you miss anything? We'd love to hear your views. And here we have different views. So can you read this? Yes, ready?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go to an exercise where we have to say if the sentence is true or false and correct the false ones about the text. Oh, it's not clear. Ah, yes, there it is. So, exercise number 3. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, Mateo, number 2.
And he moved house. True?
Yes, true. Good. Number 3, Victoria? No, Valentina?
He misses his old life. True.
True. Number 4, Victoria?
Jackson 17 doesn't like Gary. False.
False. How do we know? Or why do you think so?
Because he said that Gary is amazing.
Exactly. Number 5, Sophia?
I don't know because I don't remember the names.
Well, let's see if we can. Let's see if we can go back.
No, it's false.
So, false. They wouldn't like to change places with him. Right. And number 6, whose turn was it? That was Sophia, Mateo.
Sure. And Twinkie doesn't understand Gary's problems. True?
Yes, true. Because it says, For him, well, it's great to have that opportunity. So he can't understand why he worries or why he feels lonely. Okay. Well, so here we are going to see in this unit conditional type 2 or if clauses type 2 or second conditional. The same name, 3 different names for the same thing. Whenever we have if and we have simple past, and then we have to include would or wouldn't plus an infinitive. Yes? So in conditional type 1, we used simple present in the part that we had if, and we used will or won't in the other part. But we used conditional type 1 or first conditional to speak about things that are probable. Yes? If you study, you will learn. If you work, you will get more money. Yes, things that are probable. In this case, it's not like that. We use second conditional to speak about things that are impossible, absolutely impossible. For example, when I say, if I were a man, I would work, I don't know, in a mine, if I were a man, but I am not a man, so it is impossible. Or if I were an animal, I would like to fly, but I am not an animal, so I can't fly. So we use second conditional either for impossible things or for situations that are not very probable, that are unlikely or not probable. Yes? For example, if I were the president, I would build more factories. This means that I could be president, but it is not very probable. But I could. So let's see the examples that we have here. If I had his opportunities, I wouldn't look back. This is something that said one of the kids that we have just read about. So it is not very probable that he should have the same opportunities. I'd probably feel the same if I was or if I were Gary. If I could change places with Gary, I'd do it straight away. This is not impossible, but not very probable at all. Okay? So we use if plus simple past, and then we use would or wouldn't plus the infinitive verb. That is when we start with if. And look that after the if part, after the if clause, we have a comma. The same as when we had type 1 or first conditional. If you go, comma, the same here. If I had his opportunities, comma. But if I include the if in the middle, then we use no commas. I'd probably feel the same if I was or if I were Gary. Well, as you can see, in the if part, we use past simple. When we have the verb to be, only in this topic, in second conditional, we can choose was or were for I, he, she, or it. We can choose one or the other, it's the same. The difference is that when you use were, you sound more formal. And we must always use were and not was when we use this to give advice. For example, if I were you, I would tell the truth. I am giving you some advice. Or if I were you, I would help at home. If I were you, I would I wouldn't miss classes. So when you try to help somebody by giving advice, you use where, only where. But when you are not giving advice, then you can choose was or were for I, he, she, it. Okay? Well, let's see what happens with questions and short answers. How would you feel if you were in Gary's situation? Would you miss anything? Yes, I would. Or no, I wouldn't miss anything. So after I, he, she, or it, we can use was or were. Where is more formal than was. I'd feel the same if I was Gary, or I'd feel the same if I were Gary. So there you have the option you can choose, because this is no advice. But to give advice, we say, if I were you, okay? So now try to do exercise number 4. And well, make sure that you use the right tense, simple past or would or wouldn't. Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So number 1, number 2, Mateo.
And Jack usually goes out on Saturdays, but this week he's ill. If he wasn't ill, he would go outside.
Yes, good. He would go out. It's okay if he wasn't ill, that's all right. You can also say if he weren't ill, that's the same. Good. Valentina?
I would like to help you with your math, but I don't understand it. If I understood it, I will help you.
Very good. If I understood, double O. Right. Number 4, Victoria?
You really don't need to worry. I wouldn't worry if I were you.
If I were you. Good. I think this is some advice. So here we have to use where. I wouldn't use if I was, because this is a piece of advice. Un consejo. Okay, so number 5, Sofia.
Joe wants to text Katie, but he doesn't know her number. Joe would text Katie if he knew her number.
Very good. Mateo.
We want to watch TV, but we have lots of homework. We will watch TV if we haven't got lots of homework.
If we
Haven't got lots of homework.
but we don't have get here. So how can we use negative if we don't have the word get?
If we hadn't.
Weren't.
Don't have.
But we have to use past.
Didn't have.
Didn't have, exactly. Didn't have. Good. Okay. So, exercise number 5. Complete the questions with the second conditional form of the verbs. Well, Valentina.
If you were a talent singer, would you enter a talent show?
Good. Victoria.
What would you say if you didn't like your friend's new hairstyle?
Good. Sofia.
If you could choose a holiday, where would you go?
Good. Mateo.
If your house was in fire and you could only say one thing, what would it be?
Right. Okay. Now, you tell, bueno, si se corta, en un ratito le vuelvo a mandar un link, ¿sí? Porque ahora nada más se va a cortar. So, number 1, what would you do if you found a wallet on a bus? A wallet, well, with an identity card and with some money. What would you do? Would you keep it? Would you take it back to that person.
I try to find the owner.
Right, good. And the others?
I will take it back.
Okay. All right, good. Number 2. If you were a talented singer, would you enter a talent show?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Okay, you wouldn't feel embarrassed? Or would you? Yes, okay. What would you say if you didn't like your friend's new hairstyle? What would you say?
I will say it.
You would?
I will say it.
You would say so. I have a friend who says that whenever I don't like something, I say, es simpático. I can't lie, but I say, es simpático. So if I say that, she knows that I don't like it. So number 4, if you could choose a holiday, where would you go?
Probably now. No, I don't know. But
Not now, in normal
not now.
circumstances.
Japan, probably.
Okay, good. And if your house was on fire and you could take only one thing, what would you take? What would it be?
All of money.
Oh, who said that? Sofia?
No.
Valentina?
Yes.
Okay. And the others?
I think that my phone.
Okay. Right. Okay. Well, this is what we have just done, number 6. Okay. Well, and now we are going to see adjectives. The same adjective, but it can finish with ed or with ing.